Join me as I dive into Kamala Harris' crazy equity stance and see if I can make sense of it all.
Man on the street, he has no home. But don't you worry, he's not alone. They look for ways and pass him by. See him now, he just says, I'll ride the cloud with the King of Glory. My star is in his train. I'll ride the cloud with the King of Glory. My hope is in his name. Home from the corner to the sheepfold. Who knows the story? She was wrong from those dark days. Their eyes were judged. They don't know. She just said, I'll ride the cloud with the King of Glory. My star is in his train.
Okay, let's hear Kamala Harris' stance from her own mouth and in her own words.
You know, so many of us have come from movements that were about the fight for equality. We also understand there's a difference between equality and equity. Equity is everyone deserves to have, right, and be treated equal. But equity understands that not everybody starts out on the same base. So if you're giving everybody an equal amount, but they're starting out on different bases, are they really going to have the opportunity to compete and achieve? That's why we purposefully, as an administration, the president, myself, the secretary, and everyone in our administration are so dedicated to a specific principle, which is that of equity.
Well, you see that her position, just like the administration, it is not in the real world, folks, because we are not all the same. Equity, first, you have to begin with truth or to have equity, equality. And the truth is, folks, we are all never going to start from the same place. We all don't have the same abilities. We don't have the same. We're not the same in any way. We're not the same height. We are not. We don't have the same strength. You know, it's just like saying, you know, on the back, people want to go play basketball and say, okay, Michael Jordan, you can jump so high, and you 6'6". Let's put weights on you, so when you go out on the play, you can't, you know, you can't fly through the sky. You can't be Air Jordan. You got to be on the ground like everybody else. No, the equity is giving everybody opportunity to play basketball, not making everybody play equally. That's what she's saying. That is just ridiculous. And when it comes to equality, folks, it's another fictional, unrealistic. I don't know where she get this stuff from, but when it comes to equality, she's saying that uh, that everyone should have, you know, she wants equity, fairness. Her policies are designed to silence uh, free speech, in that it's designed to silence freedom of religion except for a select group. Now, either way you look at it, folks, if you have a set of beliefs, even if you don't call it church or call it God, that's a religion, folks. Like I always tell people that atheists say they don't believe in God, and I say, that's another. They deceive themselves, and they also they can deceive others because they do believe in a God. They don't believe in the Christian God or the God that other religions believe in. The God they believe in is what they call natural selection, chance, or what do you want to call it? Natural selection. They're saying that things evolve, evolution. That once was a story called a comic character called the High Evolutionary. So they do have a God. So my point is this: the alphabet community, they do have a religion, folks. And they get to press their religion on everybody else. We who are offended at this, we are called bigots. But yet, if we say that what they believe in is not anything like an abomination or whatever we call it, we are bigots. But they get to call us bigots because we believe in that what's actually in the Bible. So her equality is silencing one group and giving another group rule over all other groups. That's what she called equality. Saying since our voice gets silenced and they'll get their voice given a microphone. So if you believe in this thing that they're pushing, this agenda, and think that it's based on truth, then I just don't know what rock you crawled off under. When you go, there's going to always be somebody better looking, somebody stronger, somebody faster. That's why in football, it's just like saying, okay, Tom Brady, okay, you seem to be able to, you can throw the ball, you can look at the field, Tom Brady was like a coach on the field, okay, when he played football. He can look at the defensive defense scene, and pretty much anticipate what they're going to do. So they say, okay, let's put blindfolds on Tom Brady, but he can't see all that. See, you can't do. Everybody has the same opportunity as Tom Brady to play quarterback, but I ain't telling Tom Brady. You get what I'm saying? So this is just ridiculous, folks. This is ridiculous, and so I don't know why people, but there's always gonna be some is gonna buy into the crapshoot. This is a communism, socialism. It's communism. You know, everybody gonna end up at the same place. Nobody ever ends up the same place. Look, she's running for president. Well, why is she running for president and all of us are not running for president? We supposed to end up in the same place? She's a line from the beginning. Why did she get nominated without a single vote from the population? Is that equality? It's a hypocrite. Folks, take off the foggers on your eyes. And some people just gonna vote anyway for stuff that don't make any sense because they vote for emotional reasons. Oh, she's supposedly a black, she's Asian, but her agenda, folks, is dangerous. It's harmful to the USA. It's harmful to. It's an anti. It really is an anti-Christian agenda. She said about a person to deserve to make a decision. Woman deserves to make a decision about her own body. Okay, okay, she's speaking up for the woman who can speak for herself. But what about the baby in the womb? They can't speak for themselves. Is that a person? When do a person begin? When I would argue that when they take the first breath, that's when they begin. So, and I'm not talking about breath. If they take a breath from the mother, breathing through the tube, then they're the same body, folks. She can't do her that person has some just as much right to the nourishment of that body as the woman does. And what about the man? It's his seed. It came from his body. See, all this is hypocrisy, folks. This is hypocrisy. And you get to push, a person go into the other uh, can can go into the bathroom of the opposite sex and say that they don't know what their sex is, and the people who are know who were born a certain sex, they can't say anything. But anyway, I don't like to delve into politics a lot because I believe in focusing on. They're all just gonna pass away, folks. But I'm making this video to say that at least be aware of what is true and what is not true, folks. Now, I don't think that she's a good choice because her stance are anti-biblical and antichrist, and I think that the country will survive, prosper better if we take a Christian position. Because that's the reason why people got to ask slow. They don't realize why this country became the greatest nation in the world, folks. It's real simple, folks. But people are willingly ignorant. It's real simple. Why did America become the greatest country in the world? It's real simple, folks. They based it on Christian principles. The framers of the universe of the Constitution, they based it on Christian principles. But they're gonna tell you, but they ignore it. It's like I say, they don't. They say it's no. They want to acknowledge it because they don't want to acknowledge God. That's why this country is great as here. And they tell you things like this global warming causing all this funky weather we got in this country, and all these fires and all these things. That's another way of saying the man came from the chimpanzee or the monkey. They don't acknowledge that there's a God. Okay, so if you was a chimpanzee, let's say the chimpanzee made himself. See, I think I'm gonna give myself some legs. I can crawl up the tree, and I can eat some banana. If you was a chimpanzee, when you probably would prefer to make yourself a man, because if but I'm just trying to, I'm diving into another area, which is the atheism, which is the same thing as this thing, AB alphabet thing. You think there's no God, and if you think he's a God, you think he's like you. So all I'm saying is that, but what I am saying is this: that just like God told the children of Israel, He said, if you go, I think it might have been Jeremiah, Isaiah. He said, "See, I caused it to rain on one city and another had no rain." You know, and they didn't acknowledge that God was doing it, and that's what they do here in America. We got fires all over the place, and they're saying it's global warming. We don't realize that God is doing all this. Yes, He's doing it. You think God don't have control over how warm the climate get and how you, you, you don't think that God can change it? It doesn't matter what. God is in control, folks. So anything that's happening, it just like you go into your car and you say, now the reason why this car is running because it got gasoline in it. You explaining the mechanism, but who put gasoline in it, folks? I believe it was you. You say, okay, well, let's say global warming was costing, but let's say what global warming was costing, but who isn't there a power that controls whether or not things affect the world or the earth? Can he, like he did even in the scriptures, send a wind to blow all that away if he wanted to? Let's say if it was global warming, you were just his instrument for carrying out his will because you won't do right. So, folks, if you want your country to survive, folks, you better put somebody up there who's going to defend Christian values. Now, yes, you're going to pay the price. You're going to pay the price. Go ahead on thinking that it's just by chance. Go ahead, just like the people who think that we came from a monkey. You can go ahead and keep on thinking that. But you're going to pay the price. Our children are going to pay the price. But we can buy some time, just like the people in Nineveh did. And God sent Job. Not Job was it wasn't Job. I can't think of the name. Job. He sent Jonah. When he sent Jonah, the king, he put on sackcloth clothes, and Nineveh survived a little longer. Then, of course, it was destroyed later. But you can turn the tide of this country, folks. You can buy some time, but you got to act now. That's all I got to say about that. But if you don't act, we who are believers, we just say, "Come, O Lord, come quickly." And we're gonna be out of here. But you can get some more favor. But I'm just saying, I'm probably preaching to the choir because everybody who are aware of these things is probably already going to do the right thing, or do what's right. But those who don't care and they're only thinking about their own personal position on race, what color she's black or she's Asian. I want to be able to kill my if I get pregnant messing around. I want to be able to kill that other person that's in me. Things like that. I want if I am gay, I want to be able to flaunt my lifestyles in the face of Christian and everybody else, and they can't say nothing. So that's if you already have a position, then I know this is like talking to a brick wall. But anyway, this is not about disparaging or hating anyone. It's about the truth, and the truth is what set you free. And I mean, when I say set you free, it means that you have a realistic agenda, not something fictional. I'm talking about equality. Everybody get to end up at the same place. Nobody end up at the same place. We don't even live the same length of life. They say everybody should die 100 years old. Man, some people die when they were babies, and you want killing them. Okay, you talking about equality. What about that baby? That child and don't have a voice. You're a hypocrite. But anyway, Gene Smith, D.E. Smith. I call my other Christian name D.E. Smith, signing off. God bless you, and hope if I offend you, apologize. And then I don't apologize. But I'm about truth, regardless. And it cut that sword, that sword of truth. It cuts me just as bad as it cut you. In fact, sometimes worse. Because I have, we all have issues, folks. But we have to bring them to the cross. God bless.
I hope he's in his name, for in the hood he lives by night. Where he is down, tell her right. At home he sleeps, mom, no more tears. He's not afraid. Now he said, I'll ride the cloud with the heat of glory. My God is in his strength. I'll ride the cloud with the King of glory. My heart. Now she said, I'll ride a clown with the king of glory. My star is in this train.